Welcome back to another episode of Jason's Bricks and 5, where we discuss LEGO content in videos of around 5 minutes. Well, today I'm going to share a mock with you. It's a simple little build that I had made about a week before we left for Brickslopes, Colorado. And my daughter loved it, and she's like, you got to take that and display it. And it's small enough that I decided I would. And then I realized I haven't actually shown it anywhere. Even when I did Breaking News, I didn't feature it. So it's based on the TV show Severance from Apple TV, for those of you that are familiar. So why don't we go to Lumen and let's take a look. Oh, we made it. We're here, back at work again. Let's take a look at the mock. All right, so here we are. This is the mock. We're back at the MDR. It's just a simple 16 by 16 base plate is the size. And I know I've looked online and I actually have seen a few other people that have had similar ideas. I think there might even be LEGO Ideas builds. But I just kind of went through the pieces that I had. Most of them I already had in my collection. There were a few that I needed to get. Mostly minifig parts to kind of, get the ones that I needed. But that's really kind of the key here. So it's the simple cubicle space with the 4 cubicles. We've got the 4 macro data refinement individuals. You have Mark S, Helly R. You've got Irving B and Dylan G. And then you have Mr. Milchek here with the blue balloons. Now I would have preferred to have a regular blue rather than this dark or medium turquoise, I think it is. However, LEGO doesn't make these parts in blue, so that's the color of the balloons. And then back here in the corner, we have Miss Cobell, or Miss Selvig, I guess, depending if you're severed at the time. And then up at the top, I decided to put this wording up here. The work is mysterious and important. So those that watch the show probably recognize that. And then up at the top, we have the goat. So some of the icons that you might recognize from the show, of course, the goat. You have Dylan. He has his waffle from his waffle party. I used this pin to kind of simulate a finger trap. I think that's one of the prizes he liked to get. And we've got the balloons, as I mentioned, with Mr. Milchek. Now, I wanted to use arms that were short sleeve. However, there's only one minifig that has those, and it's a German soccer player, CMF. So I couldn't really get that. So I went with this one. I think it works okay. And then on Helly's desk, you could see we have the team photo. I just went ahead and actually drew it on a 1x1 tile because I don't have anything to print it with. So that's what we did. And then on Mark's desk, you can see we've got the cube, and that's one of the things from season 1 with his face. So it's pretty simple. Nothing, major as far as techniques. But I'm real happy with how it turned out. It's very simple. Really, I think the key thing about the mock is probably the figures. So I'm happy with how they've turned out. I kind of mixed and matched some different figs from different sets. There are some from The Office, some from some other sets. I think Miss Selvig's torso and dress are actually from the Agatha CMF from the Marvel line. So there's a few different ones in here, mixed and match arms, heads, and that's what we've got. So I don't know. Tell me what you think. If you're familiar with the show, do you think we've done an okay job of capturing it? I wish the screens were a little different, maybe old school green text on black backgrounds. That probably would have been more appropriate, but I didn't have those. I had these, so that's what I made. So overall, I'm happy with it. It's pretty simple. It's probably a mock that I'll keep just because it doesn't take up a lot of space and my daughter really likes it. Now, a couple funny things. When I got to the show, they had the card that we got to put out there, and I put on here, you have to put a title in the description. So the title is Mysterious and Important Work. And then it says, this is another busy day in the micro data refinement department at Lumen. This build is inspired by the TV show Severance on Apple TV. Now, when they gave me the card, my daughter really got a kick out of this because there was a spelling check and it says, this is a mother busy day. So anyways, kind of funny. There were a few little trophies or tokens that people had given me. So I thought that was pretty cool. I appreciate, anything that people do to recognize the build. It's certainly not why I took it. Just wanted to participate in the show. Didn't take up a lot of space. It was easy enough to transport. But yeah, always kind of a fun part about the show. So I think it kind of got hidden in the show, frankly, because it's very small and there were lots of massive builds. It was right next to something that was probably 9 or 12 base plates in space. and so it kind of got overshadowed. But that is my small, simple build for Severance. I've enjoyed the show, but let me know, do you think it's captured at least some of the essence? And what are some ideas you have where we might be able to improve it? So thanks for watching this episode of Jason's Bricks and 5, and we'll see you next time. Happy building!